Yo, what's up? It's your boy, Kynami Love, man. Those of you who don't know. All right, I'm going to jump into it. So I went and picked my daughter up from school. She had a headache. They said she had a 99 fever, right? I get there. Her fever then went down to 98. We're talking 15 minutes, okay? I tell the lady, she asked me, do you know anybody? Have you been in contact with someone with COVID? Fear all over her face. I said, no, ma'am, just normal cold stuff. And she goes, oh, yeah. Like I had to remind her literally that colds still exist. It's one of the things that bother me with this pandemic. People don't understand the power of their own immune system. All right, I'm thinking about taking my kids out of school altogether and just homeschooling them. I mean, they get education on a regular basis on an aggravatingly level. I'm always teaching, even in the movie. I'll be pulling out. You see, that's how life is. You got to grab opportunities in between social media, man. You know what I'm saying? They're the new parents. You got media parents now. They don't want to hear nothing we say unless it's on TikTok or Snapchat. It's ridiculous. But this is what it do. It's the life of a parent. Life of a step parent is even different because I don't have the full authority to even raise my voice really. You know what I'm saying? Who you yelling at? Don't be yelling at my kids. Or even them, they act like it's the end of the world because I raised my voice. That's just step parent life, man. It's just what it do. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. I love it all. But we really have to start doing things different and start using our brains. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting tired of this whole pandemic thing, this plandemic thing. And I call it that for my own reasons. If you care to know, I'll probably put up another video. But it's mandated. A non-approved vaccine is mandated on people due to the fact they've put it in an emergency status. Okay, with that gives them the right to be able to, order or mandate what they want. However, you have the right to be able to find out, what's in this stuff, its effects on your body, the purpose of nanoparticles. After it does its job inside of the blood, then it gets distributed where and how long does it take and why is 5G so important? Amplify that. This is the purpose of these prefrontal lobe tumors that is growing at an awesome rate. We have all kind of autism is increasing, even more so than the mercury-based vaccines they've been providing for the longest. We either gonna get educated or be enslaved at this point. I'm really interested in informing people with right knowledge because that is the only way we're going to be able to navigate through this very confusing time. All right, we all have to start meditating, and not just talking to you, I'm talking to myself as well, to actually get up and focus the brain and connect back to who you are. For that is the very purpose of the word repair. When you redo something, it means to do again. Pair means to sink. You know what I'm saying? So you're resinking back to your natural self, back to the earth by letting go of meats and all these different things. I don't mean to jump all over the place, but these thoughts all connect, really. We have to realign our thinking patterns to oneself. And surprisingly, the only thing that was on the pyramid outside the inscription of blah, 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 whatever it's called, I can't read that language, but it's translated to know thyself and to thyself be true. It didn't talk about the 48 laws of my heart and the laws of man, the laws, all this literature stuff that's helped to navigate us through this very confusing, complex of time. It leads us and guides us to ourselves. This is the purpose of all literature that is inscribed by man through their consciousness, C-O-N. Everywhere you see the word C-O-N, there is the vision of the mind that is responsible for its understanding. For the life of me, I don't understand why people confuse this energy of God so much. It's God is not a deity. It's not something we pray to. If that's the case, then that particular God has some serious answering to do. Okay? But looking at God as an energy, and we partake of that energy through thought, right? Energy guided by thought. That is my particular definition of God. All right? And God can, in fact, exist. God exists in everything. That is another word that was created through me. And again, that word is INXIST, meaning to dwell within. Now, to hear that in a statement, it sounds like God cannot exist to anything. Why? because God exists in everything. And that's conceptual if you understand that God is energy. As long as you're looking at that as God is something to pray to, that's going to be a little difficult to overcome. So, yo, I'm serious, man. I'm not making this up. Go look at why they're able to mandate this stuff for you. It's called the ETS. It's Emergency Temporary Standard. Just that definition alone bothers me. You can go put something in your body that's not approved, and they just made up a standard, an emergency standard, because they call it an emergency. Ain't nothing but the cold on steroids. I believe you have put something in the air. You've been putting something in the air for years. The chemtrails, the fluoride in our toothpaste, and fluoride is the thing they use in rat poison, just so you know. Look on the back of your toothpaste. It's labeled in red. It's like if you drink too much, or if your child have too much toothpaste, you got to call the poison control. For real, think about that. That's very interesting. And this is stuff they do to make us docile. You know, those things they penetrate slowly to our pineal gland and make us subservient in all kind of ways. This is not no evil agenda. This is that stuff the Bible was talking about. It said we battle not against flesh and blood, but against powers, rulers of darkness, spiritual wickedness in high places. High places, they're talking about of the mind. With government, you know, they're governing our mind. Look at the word, break it down. Government. Ment is the root word for mentalis or mental. They're governing your mind. You have to govern your mental. All right, become self-aware. All right, and learn how to master self. That's the goal here. That's what we're after. That's the end game. While they trying to turn us into AI intelligence, taking our neurons and connecting it to some database so they can track our thinking and all this kind of stuff. You can't even be on your Google phone now without stuff popping up that you was just having in your conversation. I mean, this stuff is just an intrusion on all kind of levels of privacy given to us by the Almighty Patriot Act. Okay, they think they slick. They're not slick, and we're not dumb. The more I smoke, the more I become no joke. Whippy-doo. Listen to me. We got to see what's going on here, man. All right. I can't wake you up. You have to become awakened. I can only put things in your path. I'm only a signpost. All right. Everything I say, I may offend you. I may not offend you. You may laugh. You may think I'm silly, think this, think that, whatever. There's no right or wrong, negative or positive. It is what a man thinks that makes it so. You think it so. Whatever it is we're talking about, you make it so. So it's all good. Y'all be good, man. I won't talk too much. Peace.